What's going on, guys? Blazing here. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a wonderful day, and thank you for joining me on another Raid Shadow Legends video. So, guys, we have a lot to talk about. It looks like we're going to be getting mythical champions in the game, and I don't know if that's good or bad. I'm leaning more towards bad, but this is from Hell Hades' QR code that I managed to scan. And yeah, I mean, first of all, why do we need mythical champions? And I'm not a fan of this, and I'll explain why in a minute, but I feel like this is just going to be another heavy layer of monetization on, and it's going to push endgame players like myself away from the game, right? They've already done this with, blessings and empowerments and all of this, and it's just going to become worse for us. I could see them trying to value this at like $100 a shard, which at this point is obscene, but will they do it? I don't know. I don't know. You know, we'll talk more about this on Sunday's podcast with the rest of the guys, but I'm not a fan of this. And the biggest reason is, we're summoning new champions. They're giving us a whole new level of champions. Now, this is going to require different ascensions. So we're going to need different pots for that, right? It's going to require books. Now, is it going to require legendary books, or are we going to be requiring, a new mythical book? And then, what's this going to be gated behind? Is it going to be gated behind a clan boss type style? Or is it going to be gated behind something, like arena or something like that? We really don't know yet, right? So we have to find that out. But let's get in. Let me give you my opinions of what actually is going on and what I feel is the best for this. But yeah, I mean, so far, I'm not happy. All right, so assuming that this is the UI for this, I kind of like the whole red background. Summoning portal looks kind of cool, right? Um, it's not bad. It's not bad. The first thing that I really, really like is the transformation, right? I like the animation. I like, the graphic style of what they've put. I think that is great. What I don't like is that you have a total different set of skills, right? So if for this champion, you have one set of skills for when he's not, I guess, empowered is what we'll call it, or transformed. I don't know. Let's see if we scroll down. Mythical champions are a brand new champion rarity in Raid Shadow Legends that will have two forms within its own look and skill. Mythical champions can have varying roles across two forms, such as attack base in their base form and support in their alternative form. They are unique skilled metamorphs. Okay, so they're going to be metamorphs, is what they're calling it, to change between these two forms. It's like having two champions in one. Okay. Questions, a lot of them, right? First is going to be, can I switch metamorphs in between battle, or am I locked into it before I go into battle, right? That's a big one. Other unique aspects of mythical champions include higher base stats compared to legendary champions. Okay, so we're introducing a power creep, right? Metamorph skills cannot have their cooldowns increased or decreased. Okay, so that basically means that warlords, Yumikos, are, out of the question. Kaimar's out of the question, right? So, you won't be able to use them for a lot of the dungeon farming that we do. Skills that gain ignore resistance bonus when upgraded via mythical tomes. Okay, so we are getting a new type of book, right? We're getting a mythical tome. They're primarily available via the summoning portal from primal shards. All right, do they have anything else to say here? No. So yeah, I don't know. I really hope that they're not going to be gated by something that everybody else can get. The last shard that they put in the game was the Prism Shard, and I think that so far the way they've implemented has failed. It is a great concept to the game, but I do have some concerns about it. So let's just take a quick look at his skill kit, how big of a difference it is between his metamorphosis, right? So his A1 attacks one enemy 2 times. First hit transfers all debuffs from this champion to the target. The second hits then increases the duration of all debuffs on the target. Okay, so you're transferring everything back to whoever you want to, and then you're increasing the duration. Not bad, solid. Attacks all enemies. Each critical hit fills this champion's turn meter by 25%, resets the cooldown of Rage of the Nymphil. The skill skills if this attack kills an enemy. Okay, so a lot like a Cardiel will reset his A3 if he kills somebody with the ally attack. Resets the cooldown of all champion skills if this kills 2 or more enemies. Okay, interesting. That's the first time we've seen something like this, resetting everybody else's if it kills 2 or more enemies. So sounds like he's going to be PvE based, right? Attacks one enemy, will it attack all remaining enemies with any surplus damage if the initial target is killed. Fully heals this champion if the initial target is killed. Okay, so we're getting a Baron type of damage from here, it looks like, on his Sky Piercer. Transforms this champions into their alternate form whenever their last living ally is killed. Grants an extra turn. Okay, so it looks like the Metamorphosis is going to have a cooldown. 4 turns will probably book down to less. So it might come in as a passive. We'll see. It looks like it can be done via battle. So it's not like you're going to have to pick between 1 or 2. You're going to get him coming in at his base, and then it looks like during battle he'll be able to transform into his Metamorphosis. So it'll be interesting to play and see how that's going to work out. The passive, it looks like, or A5, stay with the blade. If this champion is about to get killed by a fatal hit, blocks incoming damage, and places a block damage buff on this champion for 1 turn, then heals this champion by 50% of their max HP, and fills the turn meter by 100%. So if he's about to die, he gets block damage, heals himself by 50%, and then gets 100% turn meter. So basically gets to go first. Kind of nuts. Kind of nuts. And then his aura is increases ally attack in all battles by 35, which I believe it will be the highest at this point. So let's look at his Metamorphosis, which again looks freaking cool. I like it, right? A1 attacks all enemies, heals all allies by 20% of this of the damage inflicted. So, you know, depending on what multipliers are, you could get a decent heal out of it. If not, it is what it is. A2 removes all debuffs from all allies, heals all allies by 30% of their max HP, and places a block debuffs on them for 2 turns. So you're cleansing and placing a block debuffs. Solid, okay? Kind of like a Cardiel, right? Except Cardiel gives us a block revive. A3 revives all dead allies with 50% HP and 50% turn meter. Then places a block damage buff on all allies except for this one for 1 turn. Okay, so we're getting a full revive here with a block damage. Pretty solid, like an Uko, kind of, right? And then looks like his Metamorph will transform this champion into their base form and then grants them an extra turn. So I do kind of like that, where, you know, you're going to be able to get the extra turn if you're going to choose your Metamorph, and, you know, you're not going to basically lose that out. So who knows? Maybe Relentless might be something that, you know, these champions are coming into. Shield of Dominance decreases the damage taken from skills by 20%. So a Duchess passive. It doesn't say for the whole team, so I'm guessing it's just for him, right? And then the aura is still the same. Ally attack in all battles by 35%. So, I don't know, guys. I want to hear what you guys think about this. I'm not too excited. Again, I think this is going to be gated behind something else in game that is going to be super pay to win. Is this something we really want? I don't know. Could it be something that maybe Plarium introduces and the whole community's happy? Let me know in the comments down below. But as always, guys, much love, much appreciation. Be safe, be well, be good to each other. I'll catch you guys on the next one.